Hey, today is June 28th. Welcome on into Daily Cards Live here on Claibs Online, powered by Munganess St. Louis Acura and Royal Banks of Missouri. I'm Joe Roderick. He is Bob Ramsey. Rammer, Cardinals win 9-0 yesterday. You were worried about the starting pitcher for the Marlins yesterday, and rightfully so. He owned the Cardinals the first go-round, but Paul Goldschmidt and Juan Yepez just jumped all over that Miami pitching staff.
Absolutely hammered him, 9 runs. Almost everybody found a way to contribute. Defense was good. Pitching was good. Major league debuts. It was just a fun night all the way around at the ballpark after a day of several bits of bad news. So the game kind of put a smile on everybody's face.
And the Cardinals, I mean, you know, it's one of those you look at. I didn't look where they were before and after, but going into Sunday's game, wherever they were ranked home run wise, they just have put on a barrage of power these past 2 games, 3 home runs each of the last 2. And tonight, you expect that to continue as they face a left-handed pitcher. And, you know, the old Cardinals of the last 20 years have seemed to go away, where they just now kill left-handed pitching with this year's team.
Absolutely destroy them. And, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing a consistent outing and home runs. Yeah, when they come, they're awesome. Absolutely love them. But doubles and walks. I'm a doubles and walks. Let's in opposite field, hard hit balls. Those are the things that get me going.
Well, let's look at what the Cardinals have going tonight. It is Braxton Garrett against Dakota Hudson. 6:45 start time at Busch Stadium. The Cardinals will lead off with Tommy Edman at second base tonight. Dylan Carlson in center. Paul Goldschmidt at first. Nolan Arenado at third. Juan Yepez is back in right field tonight. Pujols DHing. Brendan Donovan left. Edmundo Sosa at short. And Ivan Herrera gets another start behind the plate after doing a good job with Adam Wainwright and the pitchers last night. For Miami, John Birdie back in the starting lineup at third, back in the leadoff position at third base. Jazz Chisholm gets the start tonight. Back spasms have gone away. Chisholm. He is at second base. Jorge Soler in left. Garrett Cooper DHing. Jesus Aguilar is at first. Avisail Garcia in right. Jesus Sanchez is in center. Miguel Rojas is at short, and Nick Fortes is behind the plate for the Marlins. That is a very exciting 1-2 in the order that Miami has when Chisholm is healthy. He brings, it's the excitement, the power that he has, the power burst that he has shown this season, along with everything else that he does. And then John Birdie has just been stealing every base in sight, except last night when he stole second and then got thrown out trying to steal third, and Ivan Herrera got him.
Yeah, Edmonds talked about it on the Bally TV telecast, that, those kinds of calls are not, most baseball players, an overslide or your hand just barely comes off the base, that's not really the spirit of getting the call right, safe or out. But when you've got the camera angles, you've got the cameras, that was the right call to make. Sosa's in there. He hasn't played much lately. Sosa's in there for the Cardinals. But the first time they faced this guy, Sosa had a couple of hits. And so if you're going to play him, today would be the day to get him in there and play him.
Very nice article on Yepez by John Denton of MLB.com. Check it out over at Cardinals.com, talking about Yepez. A couple years ago, thought maybe he was done with baseball. Thought maybe he wasn't going to be able to make it anymore. An 8-year veteran in the minor leagues, and suddenly figured it out, and now is up at the major leagues. And you saw last night, if you were watching the broadcast on Bally, I don't know if I would say he and Pujols are the best of friends, but he sure likes Albert Pujols a whole lot. Albert Pujols might see him as the younger brother that he just wants to kind of help along the way and loves when he succeeds. But sometimes it's, okay, go away for a bit.
My favorite shot of the night was when Yepez struck out at the end of the game, and it was a horrible swing and a breaking ball. And Albert, and they had a cutaway of Albert watching and kind of smiled and chuckled and kind of went, that stuff happens. It was pretty funny to me.
The also, John Denton has a lot of news today. We're talking Juan Yepez being down in the minor leagues. How about all of this minor league news that he has? Moises Gomez, a guy who has been tearing it up down in Double-A, has been transferred now to the Triple-A team. He's heading up to Memphis, see if he can continue his hot hitting up there, and also down in Memphis tonight. We will see two Cardinal pitchers, two Cardinal players in pitching, as Steven Matz will throw about 35 pitches, according to Ali Marmol. And then he will be backed up at some point in the bullpen by Jordan Hicks. So if you have a ticket, if you're down in the Memphis area, you could see two major league pitchers throw tonight for the Memphis Redbirds.
Yeah, Matz was probably a little further away, but Hicks, if he does well tonight and feels good tomorrow, he might be activated as soon as the weekend. And that would be a huge boost to the bullpen.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, right now we have seen just arms and just kind of throwing people out there. And luckily the Cardinals were up 7-0 yesterday. They were able to have James Nail go out there and throw that 8th inning, 7 pitches in his major league debut, and gets 3 outs. Not going to get a lot easier than that.
Yeah, it was good. The Cardinals did a nice job recognizing Nail, and then Capel in left field in the top of the 9th inning as well. And really happy for the kid from Charleston, Missouri, down near the boot heel. And it looked like a whole bunch of friends and families came up, and kind of the way it was supposed to be. It was really good.
Yeah, so the Cardinals, that's what we have to look forward to. Also, a little news on Tyler O'Neill, saying that he has started to run a little bit. He's going to be running bases soon to test his hammy, and early next week will be on a AAA assignment. So maybe if he's going to a AAA assignment next week, I imagine we will see him before the All-Star break. Then he'll get a little more rest during the All-Star break, leading into the second half of the season. So it's hope. I mean, the Cardinals still need to go out and make some moves for some more pitching. That's apparent. You can't just sit here and look at what they have on the injured list and down at AAA and expect that to help them with a big run in the postseason. You need to go get arms that aren't in the organization right now. But knowing that you have a few of those guys coming back, it's going to be helpful, and it's going to lengthen what you already have.
Yeah, I wonder what the Cardinals can get. More importantly, what are they willing to part with to get a difference maker pitcher? That's the question, I think. What would you be willing to trade?
Yeah, and so Buster ONeill of ESPN had tweeted out earlier today that the starting pitching trade market right now, looking at who the top names are in that list, you have Frankie Montas of the Oakland Athletics, and then the other two top guys are Luis Castillo and Trevor Mahle of the Reds. I don't know if the Reds are making a deal. I don't know if the Cardinals are wanting to send any of their prospects to Cincinnati. I don't know if those are moves that are going to be made. So if you're looking at it just from the Cardinals side of thing, I think since the beginning of the regular season, Montas has always been a guy that's been on the radar. That might be the only one out there right now.
And then I go back to my question. What would it take to get him?
Right.
And then you decide if you're willing to make that move.
And I think that's maybe the bigger question is, what are you willing to give up? And are you who do you not see a future with on this team right now, based on all of the young rookies that have come up and excelled so far this season? Who becomes expendable, and the rest of your organization?
Right, that's the question. We'll
Yeah.
start listening. Wynn, Walker, Burleson,
Baker, Luke and Baker can hit the hell out of a baseball, and
all the guys on the big league roster.
Yeah.
You tell me, who would you part with?
Right. If you're looking at Juan Yepez right now and going, hey, this guy might be a future guy that's, and if Luke and Baker's already blocked by Goldschmidt at the big league level, you got to assume now he's blocked by Yepez at the big league level. If Yepez is going to be your first baseman. So that I think Wynn is probably a little too young to maybe say that he's blocked by anybody, and maybe Walker too. But yeah, name like Burleson, where do you see him fitting in right now with the rest of the outfielders you have?
Well, his numbers are ridiculous at AAA.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen him play though, Joe.
Right.
So it's hard to say, but he's better than somebody could argue he's better than everything you got.
Yeah, I think that's where you go. What position do you say Brendan Donovan is? Or does he have one? Is Brendan Donovan blocking anybody, or is he just constantly filling in multiple spots every single night?
Well, I think we're looking beyond this year, but yeah, that's what he's doing now. I don't really know how to answer that question. I don't know what you're looking for. I think you just have to start ranking your prospects.
Right.
But here's what's important. It's not what we think. It's what your trading partner thinks.
Yeah.
I could say Burleson's the best prospect out of anybody in the organization and better than anybody on the big league roster. Okay. Yeah. But do the A's think that? They may think Mason Wynn is. They may think, no, we want Tyler O'Neill. I don't know what they think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we will see. About a month away from the trade deadline. Also, hey, if you're going to Buster Only's Twitter page and you're scrolling down a little more early this morning, so about 12 hours ago, he posted the numbers of Paul Goldschmidt and Aaron Judge, currently what they are on pace to finish the season with. It seems like every single night, Aaron Judge is just, hammering the shit out of the ball and doing something, just outstanding for a Yankees team that you talked about yesterday might be one of the best Yankees teams of all time when you look at their records and what they're doing this year. Paul Goldschmidt's numbers outside of home runs, everywhere else, Paul Goldschmidt's numbers are better than Aaron Judge's this year.
I know.
That is incredible. It speaks to the kind of season Paul Goldschmidt's having, to wherever, extra base hits, RBIs, his slash line, everything is better than Aaron Judge's right now. And I'm talking, when I say slash, I'm talking his slugging percentage too. It's better than what Aaron Judge is doing right now. And Aaron Judge is on pace to hit 60 home runs.
Take out Pujols and Musial, and probably Rogers Hornsby too. Some of the other great seasons, Medwick Triple Crown, Joe Torre, 1971. There's a handful of other monster years in there, but if the numbers even come close to holding up, this will be probably a top 10 all-time season for a Cardinal player.
It's fun to watch, and he is back in the lineup again tonight after going 4 for 4 last night. It almost, after that hit streak that he had and everything else, you just kind of take for granted these 4 for 4 games that he had. Just kind of look at it and go, okay, another good night for Goldschmidt out there. It's just really, really fun to watch. Marlins, go ahead.
It's amazing. Finally, just watch how quick his hands are and how, no matter where the pitch is, he finds a way to put the barrel on it, whether it's up and in and off Big Mac land or it's down and away, still on the barrel, off the wall on a line. He's just in that hitter's groove that very few people ever come close to.
It is Cardinals and Marlins, 6:45 tonight for the game 2 of 3. Cardinals going up against the lefty. Albert Pujols is in the lineup. If you have a chance to go down there and watch number 5 hit for the Cardinals tonight, along with the rest of that Cardinal lineup. This has been another edition of Daily Cards Live here on Claves Online, driven by Munganast St. Louis Acura, and also sponsored by Royal Banks.
Royal Banks of Missouri, with branches in St. Louis on the east side and in North Louisiana. I just got back from there. In Northeast Missouri, maybe they'll get to Louisiana.
I was going to say they're expanding. You never know.
For over 50 years, Royal Banks has sought to be the financial partner you want. 314-212-1500, Royal Banks of Missouri.
He's Bob Ramsey. I'm Joe Roderick. We will talk to you tomorrow right here on Daily Cards Live on Claves Online.
They are St. Louis Cardinals forever, but every career must come to an end. This season, we say farewell to some of the most legendary players to ever wear the birds on the bat. After countless memories that will always be a part of St. Louis Cardinals history, we invite you to join us for another. Tickets are available to witness the storybook ending. Don't miss your chance to see these Cardinal greats for the last time at Busch Stadium. Get your tickets now at Cardinals.com.